about the light workers. You know, we make all these crazy words and descriptions and whatever of them. 144,000? I guess. There were a lot. But people have to put a number to it. And why? Because they need to relate it to something to be able to just say it in words. 144,000? What's that? 12,000 times 12,000. What's 12? 1 plus 2 is what? 3. How many zeros are there? 3. It's basically 3. That's all it means. But, see, every person, just like God, knew how to split himself into an infinite amount of spiritual beings. Those light workers, we call, are basically the divine realm split into many different spirit forms, just like God himself, so that they could become other divine beings, which, all in all, they're a channel to God, but at the same time, they can be called different things. Saruman. They can even be a god of a fake thing, like the gods on, what are those? And it doesn't matter what the shows you guys call them. Any god or any being is a god of some sort. Every rock is a god of his rock world, and he's as far as he can believe he can go. And once someone's able to communicate to that rock, to tell it the belief in itself, the rock will also be able to do the things that that person believes the rock can do, because that person will say, work with me and watch this. And it will. So you don't need the amulets, but the amulets are ways for you to relate it to yourself. Anyway. Sorry, I'm eating oranges right now because Dan's hungry. But anyway, when I split myself into all the spiritual beings, I just knew I could, because I believe in myself. God, what you consider God. Talking to a human form, you're not going to get it, but it's as simple in human words. I believed in myself, so I could do anything I wanted. And as people got more intelligent, they started disputing that they could do what they wanted. And because this person had his perspective, and this person and this creature had its perspective, it couldn't imagine itself going any further, because the one next to them counteracted their idea on their perspective. This person said, I can fly, and the other person said, no, you can't. And one person, basically, their belief was like, I believe that that person thinks they can fly, and I believe that they can't fly. And it made them not be able to fly. And then that other person that said, wow, my belief made it so they couldn't fly, so and then maybe I should be able to fly. But then they have never flown themselves, although they saw the other person fly. So that left the idea that we could be in the sky. So that's why the Wright brothers knew that they could easily make something that flew to the sky, because we've been in the air before. And it's actually pretty simple to explain it, but people won't, they're like, well, that's easy to think of. Well, you never thought of it. And Dan didn't either, because I'm saying it through him, and now he's hearing it and being like, holy shit, God, you make so much sense. And he's like, I know. Well, I'm like, I know, through Dan, to him. It's so weird. It's so weird being able to channel through a human being, and having a human being not get freaked out anymore. But then other people are going to make him down himself, so he might go back to getting freaked out. But until he can be confident in himself, he can just sort of stay away from people that don't believe in him. Just like in real life, you stay away from people that just counteract who you are. But you like one thing about them a little more than you. I mean, nobody has anything perfect about them, so notice the good things, just like Dan always says. Anyway, he's sitting here. He wants to go work on stuff. He said 3 o'clock, and it's already 3:30 almost. But I started chatting, and I don't pay attention to time, because there's no such thing as time. But it has to show up in this world, and it has to be able to be running for him to record this, or else it would just be a moment of pause. So, makes sense. Anyway, later, y'all. God signing out.